Good afternoon on this beautiful summer's day here in Scotland. I wanted to just jump on last thing here on a Friday afternoon to wish all of those of you who've been doing exams today. I know there's been a Nat 5 art exam and a higher art exam today. I hope you've all had a good day and you've done your very, very best and hopefully enjoyed it. I know exams and enjoyment doesn't always go together. But yeah, I just wanted to wish you all the best, those of you that have done your exams today, because it is a challenging time. And I just wanted to talk to you just a little bit ahead of my strategy session on Tuesday, because if you don't already know, I'm running a portfolio strategy session on Tuesday next week. That's the 30th of May at 7 p.m. But I wanted to talk to you just very briefly, just about time. And I know it maybe seems like a difficult time, tricky time to be talking to you about this as you've just finished exams. But what I'm hearing from students a lot of the time is that they're not quite aware of the amount of time that it takes to build a portfolio. Come sort of August, September time when you get into the year when you're building a portfolio for art college or uni, it's easy to underestimate actually how much time it does take to build a good, solid, successful portfolio, particularly for some of the more competitive schools in Scotland, probably in England as well, but you've got a different system where you're looking at foundation courses mainly in England. So what I always say to students is that I design my 20-week course, which if you start at the end of August will take you up until the deadlines come February time. I anticipate for students to get the most out of the course and, to be successful. Doesn't guarantee success, the amount of time you put in, but obviously the more time you can put into it, the better your chances are. I estimate around 10 hours a week over 20 weeks. Okay, now some students I work with spend a lot more than that. Some students spend less. And I have to say the quality of the portfolios, the number of offers they receive is pretty much, in relation to the amount of time that they spend on the folio. So what I was just going to leave you with today was a quote from Steven Bartlett. I don't know if you know Steven Bartlett. He's on Dragon's Den. He's the youngest dragon at the moment. And he's a really successful businessman, but has a very, very interesting podcast called Diary of a CEO. If you don't already listen to it, I really recommend you do. It's very inspiring, very thought-provoking about our behaviour and what we can do to get the best out of ourselves. But what he mentioned this week was that the most convincing sign that someone will achieve new results in the future is new behaviour in the present. Okay, so what is one thing that you're going to do today that's going to edge you closer to your next goal? Have a think about that. What is one thing that you can do today that's going to edge you closer to your next goal? Okay, that might be following Steven Bartlett on his podcast, on Instagram, wherever you like to go. It might be signing up for my strategy session on Tuesday. I'll put the link below. But have a think about that, and that might be deciding every weekend you're going to go and see one art exhibition, if you don't already do that. That's going to build your knowledge of contemporary arts. It's going to build your understanding of what's happening in the city that you're in, or, wherever you are. And it's going to give you something to write about in your UCAS statement, and it's going to just broaden your horizons and inspire you. Okay? What else could you do? Maybe you're going to decide, I'm going to spend a couple of hours each weekend, or not even spend a couple of hours. Every time I go and take the dog for the walk, I'm going to take my camera. We've all got phones, haven't we? But I'm going to spend a bit of time thinking about photography. What can I take photographs of? What's around me that's really inspiring? Okay, so small things, tiny things that you can start to just help and change will really have an impact on your portfolio in the long term. There's another, I've just thought actually of this, there's another good, a book this time, I'm sure he's on social media and all sorts, Instagram, Atomic Habits, okay, is about making tiny, tiny changes. And really, I mean, not significant at all, that build and build and build to really make a change in, you know, the way that you operate in your life or maybe in your education. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in. Friday afternoon, we all want to go and sit in the garden. Why not? It's a lovely afternoon. But what I would say to you though, first things first, sign up for the strategy session. I'm going to be talking about all the kinds of things that you need to be aware of. We're going to be doing a bit of planning. We're not actually going to be making portfolios, not starting, but planning and thinking about the things that are causing us challenges at the moment, how we can overcome them, making some notes, and yeah, I'm going to be showing some student portfolios, talking about just basically everything that you really need to know that you're perhaps not aware of in the process of applying to art college, university. It's not quite as straightforward as you might think. So yeah, 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening, the 30th of May, which is this Tuesday coming, 7 o'clock UK time. Sign up in the comments below and I'll see you then. Bye.